Do you have the type of hair that takes you about an hour to straighten and about 10 seconds to turn into a massive puffball? It's like you take all this time, you go outside, there's one drop of humidity somewhere in the environment, somewhere in the world, it doesn't even hit your head, and poof, you turn into a chia pet. Me too! Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to turn that fuzzy, frizzy hair of yours into really smooth, silky, beautiful hair, and how to have it last for multiple days, including overnight. If that sounds good to you, then subscribe down below and keep on watching. Tip number 1, products are integral when it comes to styling your hair. I know that most people, including myself before I was a hairdresser, are very weary when your hairdresser starts to sell you product because you just think they're trying to do it to make a sale, make more money, or because they have to. But I can tell you with all certainty, being in this industry now for 14 years, that isn't the case. We're not trying to upsell products to make more money. We're trying to sell products so that you get the result in the salon at home. We want to make sure that all the money that you're spending in the salon, you can have the same results at home, and that you can have it last longer, that you can preserve your color, that you can get the best look out of the cut that we've crafted for you. So products are so important. They're so important for you to get what you want yourself. So depending on what you're trying to achieve, whether it's smoothness, whether it's volume, you're gonna wanna start right at the shampoo. So today, because I really wanted to do a really, really smooth bob look, I started with a Tame Frizz shampoo and conditioner. In my studio, I carry KMS. I really, really love that line, but I find that most lines have these types of products in them. So if you're currently using a different line, you're gonna want to use this section of the line to create the best look for you. So I started by shampooing with my Tame Frizz shampoo and conditioning with my Tame Frizz conditioner. I made sure to leave my Tame Frizz conditioner on for about 2 minutes so that could really work on the inner parts of my hair and really create some strengthening and some frizz reduction. After you're done washing your hair, you're gonna want to prep your hair. So because I have really curly, extremely frizzy hair that lacks a lot of moisture, curly hair often does lack moisture, I always like to put a little moisture into my hair regardless of the style I'm doing. So even if I'm doing like a volume blowout, I still use this product because I do find it quite weightless. So the product that I am going to use for that step is my Moist Repair Leave-In Conditioner. My hair just really needs more moisture. Even after conditioning, no matter what product I use, it needs more moisture in there. So I always start by prepping with this. It's a dual phase formula. Just shake it up, spray it everywhere. And then I'm gonna cocktail this with my KMS Tame Frizz, which is a smoothing lotion. So this is really gonna reduce frizz. This is gonna leave your hair smoother for much, much longer. It's gonna go right into that hair. You're gonna blow dry it in, and it's just going to have significantly more wear longevity than if you don't use it. It's going to reduce those outside effects of humidity throughout the day. So you definitely want to do this on wet hair and blow dry it in. After you put both products in, you're going to run your brush through your hair because you want to evenly distribute it from roots to ends. Once you're all set, we're going to go into the most important step. There's no amount of product that you can use that's going to skip over this step, and that's the blow dry. Tip number 2 is to invest in a hot brush. A hot brush is basically a round brush with a blow dryer inside. So you don't have to hold the round brush and you don't have to hold the blow dry. You can do this step with a round brush and a blow dry, and I taught you guys how to do a voluminous blow dry that way last week. That's a really good technique, but it is, I would say, on the more advanced side. It's a little bit tricky to get used to positioning the blow dryer so that the air flows down. And the most important thing when achieving smooth hair is smoothing that cuticle layer down. The cuticle is the outermost part of the hair shaft, and it kind of looks like shingles on a roof. It's just right on the outside of your hair. When the cuticle is open or it's all mixed up, your hair looks super frizzy and super rough. When all of those shingles lay really flat and tight, your hair looks super smooth and super shiny. So you can do this with your hot tool by directing the airflow down. However, you have to almost do it when your hair is wet. So if you skip the blowout stage and you go straight into the flat iron stage, you let your hair air dry. It's like a puffy, bally mess, like what my hair looks like when it air dries, and you flat iron it, you will absolutely, I guarantee you, not get as smooth of a result and as long of a lasting result as if you blow your hair out. I'm gonna recommend 2 different hot air brushes for you in very different price points. The first one I'm gonna recommend is this one. I got this hot air brush on Wish. It turns on here. The air blows out of it. It has like a ceramic barrel that gets super hot, and it has some natural bristles in here along with some plastic bristles. This has really nice grip on the hair and will create an incredibly beautiful smooth result. I bought this on Wish. Wish can be very, very, very unpredictable. What this actually is an imitation of the Revlon blowout brush. I know for a fact from several hairdresser friends, including at Lavender Blondie, who cut my hair, who's an incredible hairdresser, that the Revlon one is phenomenal. I really do think that they're on par. Like, this is a great imitation, and although it is cheaper, right now, getting products in from Asia takes forever because of the border restrictions with COVID. So if you really wanted to get this, I would buy the Revlon one. I'll leave both links in the description box. You can compare the price difference, but the Revlon one really is fantastic and creates the most incredibly smooth, beautiful result. And it's really not that outrageously expensive. The second hot tool that I wanna recommend for you is the Dyson Airwrap. I think it's a life-changing tool as well, especially for me as a hairdresser, because you can get results from this set that you cannot get from any other hot tool in the world. Like the Airwraps that create these big, voluminous, bouncy curls is unbelievably amazing and beautiful. But it also, when you open up the kit, comes with the brushes. It comes with this brush, which is a soft bristle brush, and a hard bristle brush. If you want to do a smooth blowout and you have very, very frizzy hair, the hard bristle brush is the one that you want to use. That's going to have more grip and it's going to create more of a smoother end result. However, this really is a huge investment. So if you're looking for something where you can have a blowout brush, you can have your smoothing brushes, and you can have some curling attachments, then this is incredible. And I made an entire video about that. So if you are interested in learning more about this set and what each individual attachment looks like on your hair, then head on over to that video next. I will link it in the cards. I'll put it in the description box so you can check it out. But again, if you really just want something for smoothing and you don't want to spend this much money, or you don't think you would use the other attachments, the Revlon one is really all that you need. It's gonna take you a long way, and it works on shorter hair and on longer hair, which is fantastic. The only thing it wouldn't really work on is like shorter than a bob, like when you get into pixie level, then it's just gonna be too big. But other than that, it's an amazing tool. Tip number 3, after you're finished blowing it out, you're going to notice that your hair is silky and smooth and looks incredible, but you're gonna wanna add one more step just for the longevity of wear, and that is flat ironing your hair. There is so much that I can tell you about flat ironing your hair. There's so much, and I made a whole video about it as well regarding ceramic versus titanium flat irons. Different flat irons are really good for different hair types and different problems. An amazing flat iron that I am blown away by, that is a really affordable price point and that works really well for fine but very frizzy curly hair, is the Revlon Copper Smooth Flat Iron. I did again another review on this flat iron. It is also inexpensive. I purchased it on Amazon. I've been using it now for several months, and I gotta tell you, it's fan-freaking-tastic. It is such a good price point for such an amazing flat iron. And of course, I've worked with JHD, I've worked with Chi, I've worked with Babyliss Pro. I am a licensed hairdresser, a senior level hairdresser. So I can sometimes be a little snobby when it comes to hot tools, and this hot tool is freaking awesome. So One tip here when you are working with your hair to smooth it out after your blow dry is to go section by section. It is so important, I can't stress enough, that you get every single hair in those passes, that you do really smooth passes per hair, and that you do 1 to 2 passes maximum so that you don't create a lot of damage. Another tip is to finish off your hair and seal it off. So I have 2 recommendations for this. Again, in the same Tame Frizz line, I like to use the Defrizz oil. You can use this before blow drying or after. I really like to use it after as almost like a Moroccan oil. It's a really nice smell, but it's not too heavy and doesn't weigh my hair down. My hair's way too fine to use really heavy oils. It's not gonna work. So if you have hair like mine, definitely go for this. You can use it again before and after. If you don't want to get the smoothing lotion, you can replace it for this. The number 1 product that I freaking love that you will love too, and this is something I use on all of my brides. I do a lot of brides every year, 60 plus, and that is the KMS Anti-Humidity Seal. The coolest thing about this is that it creates a barrier in your hair so that the humidity can't get in, so your hair can't puff up because it has almost like a sealant on it. And it guarantees to be humidity blocking for 24 hours. So after that, when you wake up, you can add a bit more on and away you go. It layers really, really nicely without adding any weight to your hair. And finally, after you have done all of that work, when you go to sleep, what are you going to do to keep your hair silky and smooth for the next day? Let me tell you. My next very important tip is to use a silk pillowcase. A silk pillowcase is life-changing for your skin and for your hair. Kitsch is a company that I've worked with that I absolutely love. They have a silk pillowcase that they sent me that has really, really changed my hair. Like it really, really does. What it does is it creates this really smooth, soft, satiny place for your hair to lay on. So when you are rolling and moving, your hair isn't like bundling and snagging and breaking. It's just moving fluidly with the pillow because of the fabric of it. The one that they have on their website, if you get the king size, is 24 American dollars, which I think is very reasonable. You can also get the Sleep Satin Kit for $36. That's the one that I have. And you get the eye mask with it, and you also get a silk scrunchie. If you follow the steps and you do some of these things in the evening, I can guarantee you that you're gonna get like 3, 4, maybe even 5 days with your smooth, beautiful, frizz-free hair, even in the summer months when the weather is against you. If you're interested in this video, then you may find this one really interesting next. I will see you in a few days. Bye.